Nominee Nusrat Jahan Chowdhury's past anti-police comments came back to bite her in the rear.
A really simple question, Counselor. Do you believe that cops kill unarmed black men in America every single day? You said it at Princeton.
Senator, I said it in my role as an advocate.
Oh, okay. You didn't mean it.
Senator, I said it in my role as an advocate to make a rhetorical point.
So when you say something that's incorrect, it's okay to excuse it by saying, oh, I was being an advocate? What do you believe? Do you personally believe that cops kill unarmed black men every single day in America?
Which is either true or false, according to a fancy new technology called numbers. I wonder how she responded.
Senator, I believe law enforcement have an important and challenging job in this country.
That's not what you said, though, Counselor.
Senator, I say before you here today that I do believe law enforcement have a difficult and challenging job, and I also understand the difference
I just think that's an extraordinary statement to make with no data to back up.
I don't think you can believe that, since she inflated the data like it was a float in the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Greg Gutfeld gathered a bunch of his know-nothing homies on his Fox News program to discuss a clip of Joe Kennedy, senator from Louisiana. He's grilling one of Biden's nominees for the Eastern District of New York, a woman named Nusrat Jahan Chowdhury. Basically, back in the days, she, in her capacity as an advocate for people who were brutalized and killed by the police, she gave an offhand remark stating that police in this country kill unarmed black people every single day. Obviously that was an embellishment and a bit of, it was said for rhetorical flair, but Joe Kennedy wanted to hold her to the facts. And Joe Kennedy took offense to the idea that she would incorrectly state that police kill unarmed black people in America every single day.
Senator, I believe my record shows that I have worked collaboratively with law enforcement in Boston, Chicago, Mississippi, and Milwaukee to solve complex problems to promote constitutional, effective, and safe
Your record
policing.
shows that you believe cops are guilty until proven innocent.
So basically, her past comments don't count because she said him as an advocate, which in this case means a liar. A quality you look for in a judge, aside from sobriety and looking hot in a black robe. Tyrus, was this just a little bit of hyperbole, or was it part of a larger narrative that fueled a rise in crime and attacks on cops?
No, it's not hyperbole because look at what the violence is happening with police men and women across this country. It's not. Those words matter.
Just a couple of things. In her capacity as an advocate, it's her job to forcefully defend her clients and speak on their behalf. So she sometimes talks in embellishments in the public square, not under oath or what have you. That's within her right to do. That's what everybody does. That's what she should be doing on behalf of her candidates. And secondly, especially as it pertains to police, that's what makes this so funny and a little bit ironic, is that when you listen to police describe their actual job, when they're talking about, oh, I'm in a war zone, or I put my life on the line every single day, or the us against them mentality, or how they describe their job, they are always speaking in embellishments. Like your life is not actually on the line every day as a cop. You're not literally walking into war zones every day at your workplace. But we understand that cops take their jobs seriously. Most of them are pretty scared, and so they talk this way. But we don't call them liars for doing so. And, to me, in a perfect world, I wish Ms. Chowdhury would have answered that question a bit differently and said that, you know what, I actually framed that the wrong way. And the bottom line is police kill unarmed poor people across the board at similar rates. That's unarmed whites, unarmed Latino people, unarmed black people, you name it, across the board. The people who really get the most abuse and the most basically vile type of policing are people who are poor. And obviously black people tend to be disproportionately poor in this country because of histories of, Jim Crow, capitalism, etc. You guys obviously know that. But I wish that she would have been like, no, police are doing this to white people too. I wish she would have mentioned that to shut Joe Kennedy's right up, because that's just the obvious truth. The police are a force for the ruling class to sort of tamp down, be that buffer between our overlords and the people that they throw scraps to. And last but not least, we don't have to pretend that the crew over at Fox are really concerned with rhetorical purity of truth. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, these are the people that defend the party of quote unquote groomers. The people that come out and say that Mexicans and immigrants coming across the border are mostly coming to rape our citizens and push drugs on people, or that gay and trans people are more likely to be child molesters and pedophiles. Like, these are the same people that push that type of absurd rhetoric all the time that isn't based in any truth or fact, and they do it publicly and they do it indiscriminately. So we don't gotta pretend that these guys are making these terrible arguments in any sort or level of good faith, so we can ignore them and move on.